What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hayden. This is where we talk about all things business, entrepreneurship, or finance related. When I started this channel, I wanted to make it very clear I wasn't just gonna do, the same regurgitated thing everybody is doing on this topic with credit cards, business, and finance. However, I know there's no such thing as too much information. So if we happen to go over the same thing more than once between different YouTubers, I do get it. But I do want to make this channel as authentic as possible, and instead of just giving you the same facts, use those facts with my personal experience. So today we're going to talk about something that you guys are going to hate me. The 6 worst mistakes you can make with money in your early 20s. I am personally guilty of every single one of these, and even though I don't necessarily regret all of it, I have definitely learned some valuable lessons that maybe I can pass down or just share my experience. The first thing you should avoid using or spending your money on in your 20s is, here comes the hate, a dog. Yes, I said it, yet I am guilty of it as well. She's actually right over there, just out of the frame. I got my dog about 4 years ago now. Don't get me wrong, I love my dog. She's my pal, she's my buddy. She loves me probably more than my friends do. But on a practicality level, if I knew what this was gonna entail now than I did back then, I probably would have stayed away from it. This dog was supposed to only be 30 pounds. That was about 45 pounds ago. I spend $60 a month on dog food. I spend another $80 a month on a specific medication because she's a collie and has this really crazy allergy, and literally thousands of dollars in vet bills. Again, I love my dog, and right now, if you brought to the table all the money back, if I had to give my dog back in like a refund, I wouldn't do it. I really love her. Maybe if you threw in some interest. Just kidding. The second biggest mistake you can use with your money, and I stand by this. Again, I've been guilty of it, but it is absolutely ridiculous.
Starbucks.
We're spending $4 to $6 on a Starbucks coffee that actually probably costs them about 30 cents to make. You can get a Keurig or a Mr. Coffee machine, make some good coffee for probably like 70% off that price. If you were to get Starbucks 4 days a week and be conservative and just spend $4.50, you're looking at a year on freaking coffee. Even though I had Starbucks this morning. The third dumbest thing you can do with your money in your early 20s, and again, guilty of this as well, is buying a luxury car. I get it, I love cars, you probably love cars, it's nice to have nice things, but I would wait till I was 25 years old instead just to lease a car. Again, it varies on your finances. If you know you can afford to take a hit on depreciation, take a hit on the higher insurance since you're younger, then you gotta weigh it out what works for you. But if I were to go back, I wouldn't do it. The fourth worst thing you can do with your money in your 20s, and this one you're probably gonna hate me for worse than the dog, freaking electronics. Now I get it, you need to have, a good computer that's somewhat up to date, that can handle, your workflow, that can handle in your streaming habits. There's nothing wrong with that. Problem with electronics is almost every single year, depending on what you buy, they're pretty much outdated. I spent like $2,000 on the Sony TV, and it's probably worth $300 on Craigslist now. So until something comes out that's extremely state-of-the-art, like has completely made my TV at 4K obsolete, I am never buying a TV again, okay? Unless holograms are coming out of this TV and I'm able to touch, feel, and smell the movie, no more TVs. The fifth worst thing you can do with your money in your 20s, and this should actually be pretty obvious, is credit card debt. I know most of my videos are related to credit cards and why you should have credit cards. You need to be disciplined, you need to be smart with your money, and you need to understand how the game works with credit card companies with their reward points and the interest going with it. You want to avoid interest as much as possible. When I was 18 years old, I got my first credit card with Capital One. It's either Capital One or Discover. As soon as I got my credit line high enough when I was 18, I bought a Rolex. That was really stupid. I had money saved up for that, but I ended up spending a tad more because I was like, it's a credit card, I'll just pay it back. Terrible idea. I ended up being able to sell the watch later to break even. That way I didn't get killed on the interest of the credit card. So stay out of credit card debt, but that should be obvious, and that has to do with your entire life, not just your early 20s. The sixth worst thing you can do with your money in your early 20s, and take this as a grain of salt because it could be an investment, would be vacations. I am a proud advocate of travel. I think the more you travel, the more places you see, it makes you a better person, it makes you appreciate the things you have, and it also makes you appreciate human beings in a different capacity by seeing what we're like all over the world, our similarities, our differences. So I think it could be a personal investment. Where it becomes a problem is if you're going out and spending, tens of thousands of dollars on cruises or luxury travel that you can't afford just for the sake of Instagram posts or anything like that. So I guess really what I should elaborate on isn't travel, but luxury vacations. Wait for that later on. Use points to accumulate them so you're not having to use cash up front, and most of your travel is free. I'll link a couple videos below that will show some of my experiences on how I was able to do a lot of awesome travel, some luxury, some regular coach economy stuff for next to nothing. But anyway, guys, if you find this video helpful or useful to you in any way, a great way to support the channel would be to use any of the referral links down below. Hit the like button while you're down there. And please subscribe for more content in the future. Drop a comment, let me know how much you hate me because I put dogs on that list. I know dog people are gonna go absolutely crazy, but I love dogs, I really do. I love my dog. I'm just saying, it's a lot of money. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, guys.